We're joined now by North Central Sports Information Director Clark Teuscher. Clark, thanks for coming by.
Thank you, Alex. Good to be here.
Both cross-country teams went down to Bloomington, the Illinois Intercollegiates, and the men, it's safe to say they did pretty well.
Yeah, they finished second behind the University of Illinois, who's ranked regionally in Division I. It's been one of the top programs in the Big Ten the last few years. We were able to beat them last year, came back, and I think Illinois had a fire lit under them by their coaching staff about their performance at the previous year's meet. And Michael Spain still was able to come away with the individual championship. These championship-style meets are the ones where you really find out who the contenders are, and I think Mike certainly stamped himself as a contender for the Division III national championship in that race.
And talking to a couple guys at that event, they look at every meet kind of as a tune-up for nationals. And when you have a guy win it and you have 4 more guys finish 14th or 17th at that meet, you're in pretty good shape when it's in September.
Yeah, they like to go to a lot of meets like this on a regular basis because you have the atmosphere that compares pretty favorably to what they're going to see in November at Nationals. And it puts a certain level of pressure on guys to perform when you find out who responds to that and who doesn't. And fortunately, for the most part, everybody was able to respond to that who was wearing red and white that day. And
the women turned in a very good performance as well, 7th out of 31 teams, and Amanda Lesh doing a great job once again.
Yeah, she finished 6th in the race. I think she was behind a lot of Division I competition. She's enjoying the longest period of sustained health that she's had since she's been on campus, and she's certainly taking advantage of that, running with some of the very best runners in the Midwest.
Yeah, and I know Northwestern had a really good showing there, but she definitely held her own.
Northwestern's been a top team in the Big Ten for a long time now, and to be able to be up with their top 2 or 3 runners is certainly a good accomplishment for her.
Definitely. And another team that's been on a great streak so far to start the season was the women's golf team. Now, they didn't win their 5th straight tournament, but 4th out of 20 teams at that Wesleyan Invitational is definitely pretty respectable.
It's a very strong team. They get to play against a lot of competition they don't normally see. 2 of the top of the 3 teams that finished ahead of them were not Division III teams, so that's not necessarily competition that we're competing with in terms of national championship bids or anything like that. They did finish ahead of Illinois Wesleyan for the first time ever. Illinois Wesleyan's won the conference championship the last 6 or 7 years. They've been kind of the team to shoot for, and to be able to finish ahead of them and have beaten all of the CCIW teams head-to-head this fall certainly bodes well for them once they go to the conference meet in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, and Alyssa Gaudio keeping her strong play going. I know she got 3rd place in that tournament, and that's really what a #1 should do.
Shot a couple of her better rounds of the season. A lot of her rounds have been in that mid-70s range, and that'll win you a lot of tournaments. And she's also had a lot of help from the rest of the players on the team. Mallory Carr had a very good day shooting. She averaged 80 over the 2 days, which is a pretty solid score on the women's side.
And both soccer teams were very busy in the friendly confines this weekend, hosting the Sal Vaccaro Invitational, and the women come away with a tournament victory.
Yeah, they ended up outscoring their 2 opponents 9-0. So certainly good to see when you're piling up that kind of offensive totals without giving up anything. So it was certainly a good showing for them. The men's team was able to pull off a win on Saturday as well. Unfortunately, they were beaten by Mount Mercy in the final 5-2. Kind of got off to a slow start and never was really able to recover. So they got some things to work on. They've got about a week off before they have to get back on the field again.
And after a good start to the season, the volleyball team has kind of faltered here of late, lost the conference opener and then lost a couple over the weekend as well.
Yeah, they had a rough week. They're still trying to get some things figured out as far as who's going to fill certain positions and who's going to make the big plays in crunch time. So they've got some work to do as they get back on the conference schedule Tuesday at Elmhurst College. So
kind of once they get that kind of leadership core intact, maybe things will start to work out?
That's what they're waiting to see. People are going to step up or they're not, and they got to find out who those people are going to be.
Definitely. And the tennis team had a nice win streak going, dropped a tough match to Wesleyan where it just couldn't seem to eke out that last singles victory.
It certainly seems that CCIW and women's tennis top to bottom is a little more bunched up and competitive this year than it has been in years past. So the conference tournament is definitely going to be a battle to see who gets into that automatic qualifier tournament in the spring. So I think that the close matches are not done yet for that team in conference.
Well, Clark, as always, we appreciate your insight coming by and dropping some knowledge on us once again.
No problem, Alex.
And that's all the time we have for this week's Red Zone. Be sure to get out to Benedetti Worley Stadium Saturday for the 1 p.m. kick as North Central clashes with the Blue Golds of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. I'm Alex Simmons. We hope to see you right back here next week.